here in Bangalore. We are outside Lal Bagh, one of the most famous parks of Bangalore, where the morning walkers are just about finishing their morning walk and are here gathering outside the Lal Bagh to join the Aam Aadmi Party. Here there has been a surge in the number of volunteers wanting to register and join the party, especially after December 8th. In Bangalore alone, from a crowd, or in fact from about 12,000 people that the Aam Aadmi Party had recruited earlier, the numbers have now shot up to 40,000. We will be speaking to some of them who have just registered. आपने आम आदमी पार्टी के लिए रजिस्टर किया है, आप ज्वाइन करना चाहते हैं, क्यों?
क्योंकि ये अभी नया पार्टी है, इसका ये जो बोल रहे हैं वो इससे विश्वास होता है ये थोड़ा इम्प्रूव करेगा। वो अभी दिल्ली में ये इम्प्रूव करने का ये शपथ लिया है। ऐसा ही ऑल इंडिया में ये डेवलप किया तो अच्छा होगा। जो आम आदमी को जो कुछ फैसिलिटीज मिलना है वो मिलता है, इसलिए हम ये ज्वाइन किया है।
Pretty phenomenal for a party which does not even have a Tamil name, and considering that in Tamil Nadu anything that's not Tamil does not sell. What kind of response are you getting? What are people telling you when they come up to you to sign up for the party?
See, I tell you, basically, the cry of the people, the dream of the people doesn't have a language. There's only a goal. This Aam Aadmi is a train which is traveling towards a station which is named as India Superpower. So everybody wants to board in this because everybody wants to make something a different country in this. The people are crying. It's a cry of common man. The common man has been beaten badly. The law is double standard. The law is not enforced. So somebody has to change. Everybody wants a change. There's a big political space in this country, the third space. That's the place where Aam Aadmi is capitalizing, because that is a dream of every single Indian.
Here in Patna, the Aam Aadmi Party's membership drive is in full swing after Arvind Kejriwal's success in Delhi and his government formation in Delhi. People in large numbers are thronging all across the state, particularly in Patna. These type of offices have been organized so that the common people, young students, young and old, everybody can become a member of the Aam Aadmi Party.
केजरीवाल साहब जी ने भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ जो आंदोलन चलाया है वो वाकई में देश के हित में काफी फायदेमंद है, और अभी तक राजनीतिक व्यवस्था जो रही है उस व्यवस्था से हमारे देश के अंदर में गरीबी, बेरोजगारी और महंगाई दूर नहीं हुई है। लेकिन इन्होंने जो कदम उठाया,
क्या लगता है कि केजरीवाल जी को, आम आदमी पार्टी को एक राष्ट्रीय पार्टी बनाना चाहिए और पूरे देश में लोकसभा चुनाव लड़ना चाहिए?
जी, निसंदेह उन्हें आम आदमी पार्टी के रूप में राष्ट्रीय छवि प्राप्त करके राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर पार्टी बनानी चाहिए।
भ्रष्टाचार मुक्त करने के लिए वहाँ पे जैसा देखा जा रहा है, कदम उठाया जा रहा है। हमें विश्वास है कि अगर हमारे यहाँ भी उस तरह की हो, हमारे यहाँ से भी भ्रष्टाचार दूर हो सकती है।
We also caught up with Yogendra Yadav, who told us about the Haryana story. How Aam Aadmi Party not just plans to contest Lok Sabha, but the coming Vidhan Sabha elections as well.
You have been travelling across the country, particularly Haryana. What has been the Haryana experience like?
It's an extraordinary experience. After what was actually not a massive victory for us. I mean, after all, we were runner-up in Delhi. And initially it took me by surprise to see how much the response has been. I mean, never in the history of India has a runner-up been celebrated the way we've been celebrated. Because it's not so much a victory in numbers as a moral victory, as a political breakthrough. You know, people all over the country have a sense that something is possible in politics. And that's what I see in Haryana.
Sir, now Aam Aadmi Party has announced that almost 390 seats plus they are going to contest as far as Lok Sabha election is concerned. But as far as Vidhan Sabhas are concerned, particularly states like Haryana, what are your expectations?
Just wanted to clarify, we have actually made no such formal announcement. Our national executive is to meet on the 4th and 5th, which is where many proposals will be put up. And that's where a line would be decided. That would determine how many seats we would contest. So it still is completely an open question. About the Vidhan Sabhas, I think interestingly the line there is more clear, which is, fortunately the calendar of assembly elections is almost tailor-made for us. which is to say you have 1 or 2 assemblies going to polls every 6 months or so. So our attempt would be to go to state after state. The way we captured Delhi is the way we would try and capture Haryana, possibly Maharashtra. I don't know how prepared we are to take on the Odisha and Andhra Pradesh challenge, which happens with the Lok Sabha. So in a sense, it's the Lok Sabha timing, which is a somewhat awkward timing for us. But the state assembly calendar thing, which spreads out over the next 3 or 4 years, is where we would try go and put all our energy in one state and then in another state and then in the third state, so that by the end of a 5-year cycle, the political map of India looks different.
A direct consequence of the Aam Aadmi Party on Haryana has been the state government considering seriously the reduction of power tariffs, almost on the lines of what was done in Delhi.
Huda, the chief minister there, has already declared there will be a reduction as far as tariffs of electricity are concerned. There has been same chorus going on, growing on in Maharashtra. Sanjay Nirupam has demanded. So, do you think that it's just because of AAP? Because it never happened before.
I wouldn't say it's because of AAP, because AAP itself is because of something else, which is that the people are disgusted with what they see in politics. And they are using Aam Aadmi Party as an instrument, almost as if a poet were to use a pen to write something. We are simply a nimitta, we are simply an instrument. And it is that, it's the Aam Aadmi more than the Aam Aadmi Party, which is scaring these political parties. Suddenly they realize that this man can actually stand up. He can actually be counted. He can actually tell us a thing or two. And that is beginning to tell.
For the Congress, the alarm bells started ringing on the 8th of December. A 4-0 drubbing, a reality check. Has it underestimated its opponent? Is there perhaps an effort to gain from realignment? To see the Aam Aadmi Party's short-term gains as Narendra Modi's permanent losses?
There are allegations that the reason why Congress has extended support to the Aam Aadmi Party is because you're trying to keep Modi and the BJP at bay as far as 2014 elections are concerned.
Yes, we do want that Mr. Modi should be relegated to 3rd or 4th position in national elections. But this support to Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi has nothing to do with that. It's a simple equation that they got 28 seats, we got 8 seats, BJP has got 32 seats, plus their Akali Dal LI. So we wanted that there should be a government elected by the people of Delhi, and BJP should not rule the state.
But sir, if a similar situation arises in the country, because AAP is planning to go national, they're even planning to fight the Haryana Assembly election next year. So in that scenario, will the Congress be willing to join hands with them nationally?
No, this is a hypothetical question. We don't see that in future this type of situation will arise. It is an exclusive Delhi-based issue, and we want that there shouldn't be any extra burden on the people of Delhi with fresh elections. So we have decided to support Aam Aadmi Party government.
Coming up after a short break, Sir Mark Tully's take on the new political equations and why Aam Aadmi Party to counter Modi's strategy of the Congress could prove to be counterproductive, as has been the case in the past.